Hey folks, welcome back to Survival Records, where today I am going to do a little shopping first thing, get myself where to... Oh man, I thought that I was seeing through to the other side and it was gone. Yikes, scary. I've made it to this deep space economy station. Where is the entrance? Down in here? Yeah. Wow. That assert. They're all over the place. I made it to the Deep Space Economy Station about 9,000 kilometers away from my space base. And I thought that there was a store in here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Now, I am not going to be buying an aggressive miner or a B60 bulk freighter or B980 hauler, even though those things would be pretty cool to check out. Nope, I am going to be purchasing a pumpkin. That's right, a pumpkin and some soybeans. And I remember that I definitely needed to have multiple soya beans to start the pods growing. I don't remember if I needed multiple pumpkins, but you know what? May as well buy some extras while I'm here, and they're only pennies each, or they're only a few hundred space credits each, and I don't have very many space credits. So this leaves me with cabbages missing and wheat missing. So maybe those unknown signals actually hold them nowadays that I've reordered the mods. Which, of course, reminds me I should be thanking all you guys for commenting on the videos. You know, things like reminders about the mods, the load order affecting how things work. Even if it's something that I already do remember and know, it's always nice to have a reminder in case I've forgotten. So yeah, please never accuse me of being one of those YouTubers who is all like, "Oh, I know everything possible about this game, and anything you tell me is worthless trash." Man, I hate YouTubers like that. Anyway, let's go check out this unknown signal. Very quickly approaching. Wow, those asteroids are really close to that space station. Anyway, oh, here we go. Let's check. No access denied. Let's make the beeping go away. Hey, a badger helmet. Oh, I wonder if there are badger helmets and mushroom helmets and snake helmets. That would be funny. Hey! Wow, okay. What the luck, right? Oh, but there's nothing in here from the mod, the what's it called? Lowered waders, tiered systems. There's nothing in here from that. I guess maybe I'll not be too worried about it, because even if there isn't a source of things like that in the unknown signals, I can definitely buy them from stations like this one. And also, I guess, build most of them. So, yeah, cool. Alright, well, I guess that's that. I mean, man, I could also conceivably do some other commerce, like pad my wallet some. Before I head back, why don't I take a look at what they're willing to buy here? Because if I can load up the sled with, like, I don't know, a bunch of ore or a bunch of ingots or whatever, and bring it back here and sell it for a ton of money, it might be something worth doing. Alright, let me check, and I'll... either way, I'll see you back at the sled park when I get there. I lied. I'm checking back in with you before I get to the sled park because, hey, I'm here. I may as well work a little bit more on the greebling. I've got 6 minutes to wait to get the jump drives to charge back up. So, and I happened to have just found a bunch of steel plates. Yay! Alright. So, I did change a little bit about the front, giving that profile there. Now, I think... let's carry this across. Just being straight over to here. I want to be able to put a little bit of space inside there, though I guess on top of the... that works. I'll leave a little bit of a gap in here just so that these can sort of stay separate and distinct pieces, even though they are connected in a couple of places like that. So on this side, that'd be here, here, and then there. Yeah. Now, the slope along the side, that's probably worth keeping. I know some of you have been waiting a really long time for me to get to actually doing this, so this is for you, a little treat. I'm actually greebling the sled. That's an interest. I just thought of something. Okay, so let's put a full block there, full block here, and then like this area up here, you can't really gain access to it, but it's actually where all of the reactors are. You'd want to be able to get into that space. So maybe like a doorway from above to get down in there. This area, the cabin, where things are, I still want to be able to make airtight, so that works there. And what I'm going to do is put a wall here with windows. I'm thinking windows on either side works. Although I do have no easy access to get in here other than this way. Boy, one of the first things I do when I get back to the base is gonna want to put a new medical room in the base, because that's gonna be the number of times I fly over here, heal up or recharge my energy, and then back is a lot. And I always just fly right through this gap. So if I'm putting panels in here like this, yeah, that kind of matches the side of that. Yeah, this will work. I think I might like the idea of putting some glass on either side of these little walkways, these little attachment points. Not the most structurally sound connection, but it'll look good. It'll definitely visually keep it distinct and separate. And then in through here, I can keep... Wait, wrong way. That. Nope. That. And then here, I can do this. Yeah, I like that. Alright. But I just... How does that not work? Am I not allowed to put something on there? I guess maybe that's the case. So, here, 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 here. Then I'll do that. And why is this still not working? I should be able to connect to the side of that one. Oh, now it's because I've run out of plates. Oh, okay. Well, I guess maybe I'd hoped I'd be able to drone on for the full 6 minutes, but I'm at a loss. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. The S10E, the Tier 3 pistol, I found it inside of one of the stations. Alright, guys, I'll catch you when I get back to the sled park. Alright. You know, I was curious where I'd land. That's not bad. Okay, let's turn off the recharge on all of the... what's it called? The jump drives. So that way I can have full control of my ion thrusters. With the with all 4 of them recharging, even with the batteries on, I end up having a bit of a power draw. Still have that Mayday nearby. Well, this will be a good test of the docking carriage, which there's been a lot of discussion. Ooh, something 7 kilometers away. Oh, look, you can even see it there, glistening underneath. And I just got a GPS for a wreck detected. What? Alright, let's pull around, make sure I'm parked in the right spot, and then check that out. Looks like, yeah. There we go. As I was saying, there's been a lot of discussion about how to fully stabilize the arm for the carriage, the docking carriage. Now, one question about whether or not the shear inertial tensor should be on or off for the piston directly connected to the base, to the asteroid, the one that's effectively a stationary grid. I know that is definitely a possible claying an invitation to claying, but I don't know. I've had good experiences with it before, and anytime it's been problematic has been the results of other failures. So there we go. Now, a different suggestion that I really didn't think would matter would be the idea of putting gyroscopes on here and having them in override mode. And, you know, the way that I've always thought gyroscopes worked is you have different motions of energy, right? You've got rotational motions here, you know, pressing E or Q or up or down or left or right. And a gyroscope would stop those motions, provided the if the gyroscope's in override mode. It applies a force to override those motions. But any forward, backward, up, down, left, right motion, that isn't negated by the gyroscopes. So I'm going to give this a shot, and here's where I'd like to do it. If I turn off stabilization on my inertial dampeners, but if I go into all my gyroscopes, not the ones on the Espelta, the ones on this ship, and of course there's one more down there at the bottom. So I'm going to call that group the sled gyro. And if I go into here, groups, sled gyro, override controls, on off. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so as you may remember, I salvaged a lot of chunks of this ship. So I was worried that one of those gyroscopes might have been set to override and to provide pressure in a direction or rotation. Fortunately, that wasn't the case, and I didn't have to worry about it, but it was worth going through the list one at a time. But anyway, my gyros are now on override. I am linked up there, and let's reverse. And I am moving smoothly. Well, the initial dampeners were on. I was moving really smoothly, but oh, what the heck was that? Yeah. That's a disappointment. You know what? It might just be worth having those on. I mean, I realize it's stopping. Those are Well, I guess I have to replace a gun. When it blew up, did it at least leave behind all the ammo? No, just a piece of scrap metal.
Inventory full.
Jeez, a lot of scrap metal. Okay. Ah, c'est la vie. Alright, I guess gyroscopes on override didn't do it. I know you had given it a test run, buddy. I appreciate the help, but I don't know. That was not stopping the ship from wiggling up and down and left and right like I was worried about it. But hey, I am here and connected, and let's go do some farming. Yay! Actually, let me drop off the that stuff. Okay. All right, farming first, right? Now we have got some wheat. And this is wheat farm 1. So, wheat. Where's the wheat farm 1? We want it on a repeat, and we want to do one of those. We can grab the organic, the ice, the gravel, and it needs a second wheat. Alright. Well, here we've got 2 of those, and this is Soya Farm 1. We're going to go into Soya Farm 1, do a repeat, do a one of those, and yeah. And now over here, Soya Farm 2, we've got Soya Farm 2, on repeat, one of those. And that'll produce as it goes. Have I run out of ice? Not by a long shot. Here's the pumpkin. And here's the cabbage. And so grower 2. Got a cabbage on repeat. And the pumpkin production grower on repeat pumpkin. And then I'll go through here and finish this off. I've got some apples to do, and I've got some herbs to do, and I'll have it set up on everything so that everything is producing vegetables. Except for the wheat, because I need one more piece of wheat to start doing that. Damn. Alright, let's get this repaired. I don't recall if a turret requires a ton of trips back and forth. Let's see. Yeah, lots of metal grids, lots of computers. Alright. Maybe it'd be worthwhile checking my build planner. Yeah, that's right. Only 7 motors and 10 computers remaining. I don't know that I believe that. I feel like I've been having issues with this. No, and yet it's still there. Okay. So I discovered an issue. When I log out of the game, it looks to me like, for some reason, these guys are not, you know, it stays on repeat mode, but it doesn't keep the formula there. Because I had to come in and redo it on all of these. And I don't know that I necessarily want to have to redo it every time for all of them. That seems to me like it would be really annoying to go through and re-queue up another plant in each one of those, you know, hydroponic things. What are they? What would these be called? Assemblers? I don't know. They're a version of an assembler, and that's where I think the problem is because they're a version of an assembler. I think Izzy's inventory manager is like going in there and attempting to tell them what to do, but because they're not normal, Izzy's doesn't know what to tell them. And I suspect that there's something inside Izzy's code that I could like teach Izzy's how to tell them what to tell them. But I don't know. If you've got any tips, let me know, please. I just realized that's a reaver. That's no good. Okay, I'm not running out to grab that unknown signal. I think the Reaver Berserker is a large grid. Let's get you set up. Yeah, I don't think that's anything more complicated than that. Let's see if the Berserker will just keep going. It is moving tangential to me a little bit, so we'll see. Maybe while he's in my local area, I'll just work on welding these up. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, he is slowly moving away from here. So that's good. So I have lots in my inventory for doing the piping, but not anything for doing the actual, what's it called? This guy. Good, I didn't drop anything in it by incidental means, so let's lay out just a few more there. And reminding myself I need interior plates. Did I mess up the pattern? Haha, no, I didn't mess up the pattern. So then in that case, the pattern would be 1, 2, 3, and then the curve, so... Dang it. Alright, interior plate, my info. Alright. I don't think I have anything else going this direction, so let's just do that. Alright, one like that. One like that. And one like that. It's not exactly the same as the pattern I'd had, but, yeah, good enough. And... Alright. We've got piping ready to go. Oh, I didn't paint it the right color. That's the black from the nose of the number 2. I'll have to worry about that. Maybe I ought to worry about just actually painting everything here. And I really am not planning on welding these up by myself. So I suppose what I could do is worry about the 2000 reactor components. If I go down here and worry about the reactor components, about 150 of them, which is the... I want... If I want 4,000 of them, I can do that, and I can see if I run out of any material necessary to build all 4,000 of them that I want. And yes, I am aware that Lord Waiters has the up-tiered reactors, but they don't have reactors with the large warfare reactor model in their up-tiered versions. And I'm going to claim some vanity and just have the cool-looking reactors here and the main base, which, you know, that's another thing I could work on doing, is put in some walls, get this base built, finished being built. At the very least, get myself the door. That would be a good thing I could start working on, is the doorway in through here. Yeah, why don't I start on the door first? So while those reactor components are being built in here... No, this one. Silver, gravel, and iron. Oh, that's a lot of those things. I need 56,000 iron, 74,000 gravel, and 18,000 silver. I'm gonna double check if I have all that. So yes to that. Yes to that, and no to that. I need more gravel. Number 2, I need you. I guess I'll grab some gravel from from right there, from around here. Any reason not to? I don't think so. Alright, let's get to it. Well, that's new. Double reavers. I was getting worried they were coming closer. I was going to get ready to defend myself, but, you know, thankfully, staying quiet and not moving around much apparently seems to work. Now, what have we got going on here? I am going to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 13 airtight hangar door in vanilla. And it's going to be really cool looking. Ooh, can it be that cool looking? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, let it be cool looking enough that it can... Doors. Oh, then the center is going to match up. Well, obviously I've got some laying out to do, but I guess maybe the whole thing can swing up against the ceiling? That could work. Yeah, that could work. Pistons with a hinge, so that as it pushes forward, the hinge rotates and they drop, and it rotates down. So like it goes like that, and then all right. Point of doing a door, so I can do walls, so I can turn this whole area in here airtight, so I can fly the Isbelta in here, park it down the center there, and then do all those upgrades to it that I've been planning on doing all this time. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's design the door. Alright. Oh my god, okay. I just spent 4 hours trying to get this thing to work. I've got it in my head. I know, 4 hours of wasted time, wasted materials, back and forth, up and down. I could not get this thing to work the way I want it to work, and I know it can work, conceivably, I think. I might have to... Yeah, I don't know. It's... I think what's happening, the biggest thing that I'm having a problem with is every time I try and use merge blocks to move a piece of this, because this is a static grid, the piece that it merges and detaches, etc., is becoming a static, or is also becoming a static grid. So I have to I have to figure out how to make the static grid not a static grid, or somehow keep it from becoming a static grid. Maybe there's a setting for the world. I remember seeing something about it being, what's it called? Allow subgrids type thing. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more. But in the meantime, I'm going to put this project off to the side, because I want to finish up a recording, and I've got about 20 or so minutes of work to do for that. So let's work on something like that. Let's go ahead and get this to-do list put next to the assembler, right in here. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. The reason I'm mentioning it here is because I'm planning on being able to fly things in and out of this a little more easily. So having a clear flight path is important. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to attach here. And if I want it to be right there in front of that pipe, I'm going to need this one there. So, down a little bit. A little more. And look at that. Alright. Now, the other thing I was doing was waiting for the Reaver to leave. So why don't I go ahead and make sure that the Espelta is fully loaded. And let's take her out and check out one of those nearby wrecks. Oh, actually, I never even bothered to check what this was all about. Let's give it a nice color, easy to see. And let's go check it out. Alright, just over 9K out. Oh, and use something to drink. I kept seeing that thing flash at me, so maybe I'll check that out on the way back. Still not quite to where the, what's it called there? Wreck detector ping went off. Well, whatever that thing is, it's very cubic. Looks like maybe there's... Boy, what am I looking at here? I'm not recognizing any of the exterior of that. So it's either really well painted or something. Let's go check it out on Jetpack. Okay. Gets that over there in front of me. And I'd have to fly back toward the sled park to get to it, so... let's turn it back on and turn off the left door so it's just the sled park and... Whoa! That was not pleasant. Yikes. Well, this thing is small grid, hence why I wasn't recognizing it. There's a survival kit in there. Lots of atmospheric thrusters. getting the feeling that this is the orientation. Oh, look at those. Alright, so it's like some kind of a missile ship? Oh man, look at that underneath on that side too. So this thing is just a ship that goes out with missiles. Oh man, neat. Yeah, what I really ought to do is come back here with a hacking computer, see if I can claim it. That would be the most fun. So, where's my stuff? There's the Espelta there. So, I gotta get 600 kilometers or meters away from it. And then stay 600 meters away. So I can head back to the Espelta and come back here with hacking computer stuff. Oh man, I ought to make it so that the Espelta has hacking computers on board. Yeah, let me do that. Let me go get the hacking computers and just make it so that there's the material for a hacking computer in the containers of the Espelta at all times. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go do that. Alright, it might be a little hard to see with, you know, everything being dark, but looking at it again, I can realize that's the front, and then that's the spine going back, and then those are the two wings that have all of the all the turrets. So if I go down, I can get underneath the plane of those turrets, and yeah, there we go. And then head in real close. And here we are. And I'm going to try something else that was recommended to me. Let's do this. And I gotta make sure my landing gear. Nope, that's not what they're called. They're called mag plates. These here. Let's give them a group. Espelta landing gear. And let's turn auto lock on for them. Here we go. And am I locked? I'm locked. All right. So let's show you what I have done. All of these landing gear aha. Yeah, looks like it's working. Okay, so all 4 of these are now hacking away through the landing gear. That's cool. bit powerful, I guess. All you have to do is attach to it. But you know what? I mean, you could argue that it's not simple to get up close and attach to something like this. I wonder if that works. Neat. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna let this thing hack through here, and then I have an idea for this ship. I like the shape of it. I like the way it works. I'm gonna bring it back and fix it up. I think. Just gotta let the hacking commence. Yeah, so each time they flash green, you can hear the noise. There we go. They turn green just there. They successfully hacked something. Hacking an oxygen tank. Which, I mean, it had never occurred to me that this little, like, computer server rack was going to be a functional thing. And here we go. It's a server rack. I might, I might take that one off the wall there and put it there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Means getting rid of my little shelf thing. But... these things are a pain in the butt to move, because that one piece is just huge. All right, and that actually, I really like how that looks. That's great. Wonder if I could get that screen to turn on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, let's, I guess I'm just going to hang out here for a little while. Hey, everything turned blue. That means I've hacked the enemy ship. So, let's take a look. Oh, I see one thing I ought to get rid of right away. Yeah. And those didn't immediately shoot at me either, so that's good. Oh, hey, that's a tier 3 missile. And that's a... wow. Excuse me. That is a tier 5 missile. That's got metal plates, tier 5 detector components, tier 5 motors. Dang, that might actually just be a good source of those tier 5 components. Well, anyway, let's see. Its dampeners are off. I could move. Something's broken. But as far as I can tell, it is entirely my ship. There's nothing in here that... oh, let's do that. There's some incomplete stuff. Some other incomplete pieces. And then there's one timer block. The closing switch has access denied. Huh. Why is that? That way. Ha, I like that. That's neat. go. Is there anything in any of these cargo containers? Some ammo. Some tier 3 ammo. Missiles that I haven't used up. Bunch of guns. So this is like a dropship type thing. So I see one timer block right there. Well, guys, I am a little worried about bringing this back because of that one timer block that apparently is owned by an enemy faction. I don't want to fly this back and have it immediately get shot at, so I'll figure something out. But in the meantime, why don't I say thanks for watching this episode of Survival Records. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you liked it, and until next time, thanks for watching.